Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to install and run this text generation web UI, which primarily is used to run any large language model locally. And these models could be Llama, GPT, Pythia, and various others. And I'm going to use AWS SageMaker Notebook terminal in order to play around with this text generation web UI from Oobabooga. Okay, so I'm already logged into my AWS account and I'm on AWS SageMaker screen. Now, in order to create a notebook instance, click on the top right, create notebook instance. Once there, just give it any name. I'll just call it Oobabooga. And then normally I go with G4 um, instance, G4 DNX large instance, which has one GPU card. And I'll just stick with my Amazon Linux Jupyter Lab 3. Then click on create notebook instance. It takes around 4 to 5 minutes in order to get it ready. So let's wait for it. So as you can see that my Oobabooga Jupyter notebook instance is ready. Click on open Jupyter Lab and it will open a new window in a new tab with your notebook instance. So let's wait for it to load completely. Some at the first initialization, it takes around 10 to 20 seconds. So it shouldn't take too long. As you can see that it is loading. Once there, you will see some options. So I'm going with the terminal option here in the other section at the bottom row. Click on terminal and it will open the terminal. Let's change to root just to be sure. Clear it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to try out their famous one-click install. So if you go to their repository, you will see in the repository, if you come down, scroll down for installation for Linux one because I'm using Linux terminal, I will be doing the one-click installation. So just right click on it and then copy link address, go back to your Jupyter notebook and then simply wget to download that now and click here. So it will download it. Just quickly check. Yes, it has. Unzip, unzip it with just unzip command. That's it. Now go to in the this Oobabooga Linux directory. Again, and let's just check what is there. So you can see that there is this script start underscore linux.sh. This is the one we need to run. Before that, just change the permission on this file to make it an executable. Linux.sh. That's good. Now, just simply run dot slash start and Linux. Click, and then it will start downloading various things. Plus, it will first download this package metadata and various other things as I said, and then it will install it, verify it, and then it will go from there. I have seen that it takes a bit of a time. As you can see, it downloads a lot of things. So I will just show you what it does. Okay, so it has already um, installed these new packages. Now, as you can see, it is asking you what is your GPU. I'm using NVIDIA, so just enter A here, capital A. If you are not running it on GPU and if you just want to run it on CPU, then select D. And I will also show you that. Anyway, for this one, just click A and then enter A and press enter. Now it is collecting the package metadata and then it will take some time to install all of this stuff which is on your screen. And if you see at the bottom, it says more hidden. So there is a lot of other stuff too which it will install. In my previous tries, it has taken around 5 to 10 minutes in order to install it all. So let's wait for it to finish. So as you can see that it is still going on. It is it has already downloaded a lot of stuff, but it is still going through more, such as PyTorch and stuff, and it's got a big file. So let's wait for it to finish. So you can see that it is still going on, but it is at the last end. So let's see. Sometimes it gives error on the llama-cpp-python package, but let's see what it does this time. Because that is a known error with the GPUs. So I think yeah, this is the one. And there are various issues which people are having online if you Google it. One way which people are saying is to set some environment variables. Let me see, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So as you can see, it has failed on this one. So if you look at this error, it is a very weird error as you can see. Um, so it is saying that it failed to build this, could not build here, and then nothing really is here. But these are incompatible types with some of the vector and stuff, which is quite cryptic. Um, so let me try with some of the environment variables which I was mentioning earlier. So these are the two environment variables which people are suggesting to set, and I have set them here. Now let me try to run this llama cpp python again. And mind you, this is only for the GPUs. So this doesn't work here, we will try it out the CPU ones anyway. Okay, so did it show again? Um, a bit different error. Failed to build, could not build. Okay, um, let me try to uninstall it and this llama cpp python and try it again. Give me a sec. Okay, here you can see that after setting those environment variables, I'm trying it out after installing these build essentials G++ and Clang to see if that resolves the issue. If it does, all good. Otherwise, we'll try it out on the CPU. And unfortunately, there is no one fit for all solution for this error because all the environments are different. So I think it will be really good thing if this Oobabooga repository and their owner should fix this once and for all, because that defeats the purpose of one-click install. Anyway, let's see what it does this time. Let's wait for it to finish. Okay, so it has finished installing the prerequisites. Now let me try to run it again. Let's see, fingers crossed. So just in case if it doesn't work this time, what I'm going to create another video on it, and then after researching it and see if I could find it. That is fine. Instead of wasting time on this one, I think I will also report this issue to the repository and see what happens. And I'll definitely post another video. But let me go back to the CPU one and see if how that one works without GPU. Okay, so you can see that I am logged into my second notebook, which is this one with no GPU. It is only CPU with M5X large. Now go back here to my terminal. First, let me become root, and then let me wget that Linux file. Allow. Again, I'm downloading the Linux one. Then unzip this cd and then chmod plus x to start Linux file, which is correct. Now simply run it and see what happens. Hopefully, this time it should behave. Let's see, because I'm not using GPU, so hopefully this should work fine. And to be fair to these software, if you read the documentation on the GitHub repository and other documents, they clearly tell us that this is for CPU. mostly. Anyway, so just select option D here because I'm running in CPU mode. So let it connect. But then you see that when I clicked on that a menu option, it was showing me GPU. So if it is showing something GPU, then it should work seamlessly. That is my opinion. I think um, if you have worked in Linux a bit, you know that there could be thousands things that you might be missing some GCC library. You need to upgrade some CMake or version compatibility. It could be a real headache. So that is why I believe they should just include it in that whole package. Anyway, so let's wait for this one to finish, and then we will see if it works or not on CPU. Okay, as you can see that even on CPU one, this has failed with same llama-cpp-python error. Let me set the environment variables and see if that works with this one or not. I don't have much higher hope, but let's see. So let it run and see what it does. Let's wait for it to finish. Okay, same error. So I have tried few things, but it's still not working. So if you have found the solution, please post it in the video's description. Maybe it's environment variable or something else. Maybe I need to downgrade or upgrade some of the libraries. I'll keep researching on it, and if I find anything, I'll put it in the comment section or make another video. But meanwhile, because we are all learning together, if you know the solution or stumble upon it, please put it in the comments. Thank you very much.